What's up, guys? This is OmegaLiar, and today I'm bringing you another gameplay here using the Vector and the Executioner. Executioner, all in all, is fun. There's no real reason to use it over any of the other pistols except for maybe the 5.7, which is iffy, but I don't know, that's for fun. This is actually kind of an old game, but so I'm using the Vector Red Dot, yada yada yada, my almost classic kill streaks of the AGR, Orbital VSAT, and Warthog. Um, Pretty much my three favorite kill streaks in the game. And I get a nice score with some nice caps, so it all works out. Now, I also do want to apologize in advance. I am a little bit sick today. I had to come home from school early. I've been feeling just terrible all day. Soreness, headache, stuffy nose, congestions, all that stuff that you don't want. So I do apologize for the sound of my voice, and if I'm a little bit less energetic than normal. But I'll try my best, and hopefully it goes well. Now, the topic at hand today is actually something that I saw on Reddit. I was reading through the Black Ops subreddit, their Black Ops page essentially, and a guy made a post about multi-team deathmatch and how it's basically the least populated game mode across all platforms. Xbox Live, it's about average 1,000 players. PS3, it's a little bit less, and then on PC, it actually only averages around 100 players. So,
What? Are you kidding?
and that's a shame because multi-team was something I advocated for from the beginning. I thought it was going to be a lot of fun, and I sort of got to thinking at why it failed and what they could have done to get it better. So I made a post about this, and got quite a few comments and decent response. So I'll tell you some of what I saw there and my own personal opinions. Now, for those of you who don't know, which is actually fair if you don't, multi-team is basically just various objective game modes like Hardpoint, Kill Confirmed, and Team Deathmatch, in which you play on a team of three. Now, the other thing that comes out of this is you're against two other teams of three. So there's 9 people total, and you go 3v3v3. That's the first issue. You're only in a game with 9 people, and the maps are not really set up for that. The maps are set up for 12 people or more, and that's where you get stuff like Ground War. And I think by limiting the amount of teams you could have to just 3, that kind of took away from the fun you could potentially have in multi-team. Now, furthermore, 3 is kind of an interesting number to pick for a small team. What I really think they should have done was made it 2. My post on Reddit was called replace multi-team slash add Army of 2. And obviously Army of 2 is a game, but basically the game mode would just be various objective games, various killing games, Team Deathmatch, Kill Confirmed, possibly even 5 flag domination. And then you have like 8 teams of 2, where you have a 16-man game or something, and it would be absolute chaos. But the amount of tactics, the amount of time you'd have to work together with your teammates to secure a flag and just get ahead, I think it would be extremely tactical, and it would almost be like a different form of team tactical, which they removed. And as I found in my post, that's something that a lot of people didn't like. I can't actually say I'm included in that. I'm not a huge fan of mosh pit game types, but there was a fair amount of agreements on that. So obviously, Team Tactical should have come back. But furthermore, a lot of people really enjoyed Face Off, and Face Off, for those of you if you didn't play it in Modern Warfare 3, was these small maps dedicated to 1v1, 2v2, and 3v3. Although in my opinion, I think they made the maps a little bit too big. But that's a different story. Anyway, if we look at this, we see that there's a lot of support for this type of game mode. And the fact that multi-team is 3 people minimum, and maximum for that matter. I mean, if people drop out, it usually has trouble putting more people in. But again, another story. So really, what they should have done is just made like a ground war variant and a regular variant with small teams, maybe two-person teams. Now, obviously, if you did one, it'd be free-for-all, but 2-person teams or 3-person teams. Obviously, if there's 12 people in a regular match, if you have 2-person teams, you'll get 6 teams, and that'll be a lot of people. But it will really make the game very hectic and very fast-moving. Now, furthermore, if you do that to the same extent, you'll have 4 teams of 3. Or you can increase it to ground war, just have utter chaos with teams of 3. 18 people, 3-person per team, that's 6 teams. And they could all be fighting for maybe King of the Hill style hardpoint, where there's only one in the middle and everyone just runs at it. Or anything like that. The amount of options that they had was immense. There was tons and tons and tons of options that they could have picked. And then they limited themselves by making the only option 3v3v3. And that was the mistake. That's where I think multi-team anything failed. Because again, I really thought it was going to be a big thing, but because getting a full party together would be easy, and then by having a coordinated full party, it'd be like fighting a ground war team 3v I guess 9, but they're all fighting each other, so the kills would be easier. The scores would be high because of all the chaos, but that's excuse me. Sorry about that. And that was the main issue, and that's something that they didn't fix, and that's something they're never going to fix, and it sucks. But I'm just curious to see what you guys think. Ooh, look at that quad right there. Thank you, Warthog. I'm just curious to see what you guys, what's your take on it. Maybe you don't even have an opinion. Maybe you don't know what multi-team is, and that's very possible. But I think it's worth giving a shot just to at least know what it's like. Um, and yeah, go by that. So all in all, multi-team deathmatch kind of sucks, and multi-team objective and whatever else. It had so many possibilities, and they just kind of ruined it, or at least narrowed it down to the point where it was useless. Um, there's no point in playing multi-team anything because it's hardly different from playing regular team anything. So that's kind of my conclusion of the day. Anyway, you can see right here we win 200 to 115. Pretty nice gameplay. Go 30-5 with 4 captures and a couple of defends. So yeah, if you like the video, as always, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next commentary. Hopefully my cold / allergies / whatever this is will go away, and I'll be back with a regular voice. And that's really about it. So again, tell me what you think about multi-team deathmatch. Tell me what you think about Army of Two idea, and have a nice day.